In this video, I'll show you how to crochet a strawberry. First, gather your supplies. With red yarn, start by making a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your fingers toward you twice. Hold the tail end with your thumb and the working end with your pinky. Insert your hook under the front piece of yarn, pulling up the back piece of yarn, and twist. This creates a loop on your hook. Now you'll chain one and slide your adjustable loop off your fingers. Working into your magic ring, make 6 single crochets. Insert your hook and draw up a loop. This gives you 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw through both loops on your hook. You've just created 1 single crochet. And again, insert your hook and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through both loops on your hook, creating another single crochet. Repeat that until you have 6 single crochets worked in the magic ring. After you've worked your 6 single crochets, it's time to close your magic ring by pulling the tail end of your yarn. Be sure that your magic ring is closed entirely and that there's no hole in the center. Now you can secure the tail end of your yarn by tying it in a knot with your working end of the yarn. Now we'll begin on round 2, where we'll be increasing in each stitch around. Working in your first stitch, make 2 single crochets. One single crochet and 2 single crochets. Now you'll place your stitch marker in that first single crochet of this round and continue working 2 single crochets in each stitch around until you have a total of 12 stitches. This is stitch 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, stitch 9 and 10, 11, and 12. And that completes round 2, where we've worked 2 single crochets in each stitch around for a total of 12 stitches. And now we'll start on round 3 by removing our stitch marker, and we'll be working 1 single crochet in each stitch around. After working your first single crochet, go ahead and replace your stitch marker. And continue working 1 single crochet in every stitch around, and at the end you'll have a total of 12 stitches. At the end of round 3, we'll have 12 stitches, and you can start to see the shaping of the strawberry. And now we'll move on to round 4, where we'll be doing a repeating sequence of 2 single crochets and 1 single crochet. So we'll go ahead and remove our stitch marker and work 2 single crochets into our first stitch. Replace your stitch marker into the first stitch of the round. 1 single crochet into your next stitch, and we'll repeat that sequence, working 2 single crochets into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the one after that, and again 2 single crochets into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. And at the end of this round, you'll have a total of 18 stitches. Moving on to round 5, you'll remove your stitch marker and you'll be working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. After you work your first single crochet of the round, go ahead and replace your stitch marker and continue working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You can pause the video until you finish this round. At the end of round 5, you'll have 18 stitches. For round 6, we'll be doing another repeating sequence. This one will be 2 single crochets followed by 1 and 1. Start by working your 2 single crochets into the first stitch and replace that stitch marker into the first stitch of the round. And now you'll work 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. And repeating that sequence around, 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next, and 1 single crochet into the one after that. Continue the sequence of working 2, 1, and 1, and I will see you at the end of this round. At the end of round 6, you'll have a total of 24 stitches. Now we'll work on round 7, where we'll be working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. And at the end of round 7, you'll still have a total of 24 stitches. And now you can pause the video until you've completed round 7 by working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. After you finish round 7, you'll have 24 stitches, and let's move on to round 8. Round 8 is another repeating sequence, beginning with 2 single crochets into the first stitch and 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Work those first 2 single crochets and replace your stitch marker into the first stitch of the round. Now work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet. Repeat this sequence, working 2 single crochets into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into each of the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Continue repeating this sequence until you reach the end of round 8 and have a total of 30 stitches. Rounds 9 through 11 are the same. You'll work 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You'll remove your stitch marker, work your first single crochet, and then replace your stitch marker. Continue working 1 single crochet around for a total of 30 stitches, and you'll repeat these steps for the next 3 rounds, so round 9, 10, and 11. You can pause the video until you've completed rounds 9, 10, and 11, working 1 single crochet in every stitch around for a total of 30 stitches for each round. After round 11, let's count our rows to make sure we're on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we'll start on round 12 with another repeating sequence. First, work 2 single crochets into your first stitch and replace your stitch marker into the first stitch of this round. And we'll be working 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll continue this sequence working 2 single crochets followed by 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches for a total of 36 stitches. When you've completed round 12 with 36 stitches, we'll move on to rounds 13 and 14, which are the same, working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So again, you'll work your first single crochet, replace your stitch marker, and work 1 single crochet around, and then you'll repeat that again for round 14. Pause the video until you've finished rounds 13 and 14. If you count your rounds, you should have a total of 14 at this point. Round 15 is another repeating sequence. You'll start with 2 single crochets into your first stitch and replace your stitch marker in that first stitch of the round. And then you'll work 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Repeat the sequence of 2 single crochets followed by 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches until you've completed round 15 with a total of 42 stitches. After you've completed round 15 with 42 stitches, we'll move on to round 16 and 17, which are the same. You'll start by removing your stitch marker, working your first single crochet, and replacing your stitch marker. You'll then continue by working 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You'll repeat this for rounds 16 and 17, and you'll have a total of 42 stitches at the end of each. Pause the video until you finished round 17. Now we have a total of 17 rounds. At this point, we'll insert our safety eyes. Pull up your hook to make sure we don't accidentally pull out any stitches and set your hook aside. We'll be placing our safety eyes between rounds 13 and 14. Start counting from round 1 at your magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Place your first eye in the space between rounds 13 and 14. And when we place our second eye, we'll want it to sit in the same space between rounds 13 and 14. Count 6 stitches over from your first eye. And you'll insert your second eye so that those 6 stitches are visible between the 2 eyes. Be sure that you like the placement of your safety eyes before you apply the safety eye backings. When you're satisfied with the placement, it's time to attach your safety eye backings. From the inside of your piece, attach your first safety eye backing over the point of your safety eye. Push the backing on tightly to make sure that your safety eye is secure. Do the same when attaching the backing for your second eye.